A lot of college graduates walk away from school with a lot more than a diploma. Many people leave college with student loan debt that can follow them for years, even decades. Joining us now with what you need to know about student loan debt and some repayment tips is CPA Kimberly Washington. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. You know, we all know that student loan debt is out there. Obviously,
Right.
a lot of people have it, but I was surprised to hear that student loan debt has just hit an all-time high.
Yes, it's right now at $1.3 trillion, and it's
Wow.
quickly becoming one of the largest debt of many households, especially among younger Americans. So it's a
Right.
really big deal.
$1.3 trillion. That's
Yes,
insane.
yes, very, just a
Wow.
large number, yes.
So what do? I mean, you want to go to college, but you don't want to be, weighed down by debt for the rest of your life.
Right.
What do you do?
Well, the first thing you want to do, especially if you have children right now, is start trying to think about different ways that you can save for them. For those individuals who did not get scholarships and you have to take out student loans, understand like different programs that may be out there as far as loan forgiveness programs.
Yes. And so there are two different programs, loan
Right.
forgiveness programs. One where you kind of have to work for the government.
Yes. So the first one is the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. So you can work for the government, maybe higher education, a nonprofit, but you'll work for the government, and for 10 years, it's qualified payments. At the end of those 10 years, your loans are forgiven. So it takes a little bit of time, but it are
Sure.
forgiven. The other one is the Teachers Loan Forgiveness Program, and that's for individuals who are teachers and work at different qualified schools like low-income schools. And they work for 5 years full-time, and at the end, they can get forgiven up to $17,500. And of course, there's some other rules apply. And you want to learn about these programs right in the beginning, because if you make a mishap, then you don't qualify. So you really want to know about these programs.
Well, speaking of knowing about the programs, I mean, what if you feel like you're kind of going into this blind? You just don't really know where to turn, what to do. There's a good resource.
There's a lot of great resources. One in particular is Sallie Mae. They have a website where they set up Manage Your Loans program. So it's like a portal where you can find out information about postponing your different payment options, what options that you may have for you, and how to just really manage your student loans. There are a couple of different things out there for that.
Okay. Once you get one of these loans, do you have to start repaying it immediately after you leave, after you graduate?
Right, you have some time. So you have about 6 months. So usually at that time, at the end of the 6 months, if you still feel like it's such a heavy burden, you want to contact your student loan provider and just see what other options you have, because you really want to protect your credit, especially when it comes down to your student loans.
Speaking of protecting your credit, we were
Right.
just talking about something. A lot of parents will open up a loan in maybe the child's name, and you get a
Right.
lower interest rate by doing that.
Right, and so a lot of parents will do that. They'll allow the students to get the loan, and then they'll make certain that they're making the payments as well. So there's different options. You really want to talk to someone and kind of see, well, what's all my options? What's my saving ways that I
Right.
can use as far as it relates to paying for your students for college?
So there is some help, even though
Yes.
it's a very overwhelming and daunting feeling.
Yeah, so
student
definitely
loans.
get some help.
All right, Kimberly, thanks for your tips this morning.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. All right, at 7:46, let's send it over.